Assalamu alaikum, brothers and sisters. Welcome to lesson 12. We're going to continue our study with verbs. Today we're going to look at the present tense verbs. More conjugations? Yep, let's take a look. Okay, so once again we find ourselves facing this table of verb conjugations. This time the verbs are in present tense. And we can see just by looking at the red that now, instead of just adding things at the end, we're actually adding prefixes to the beginning of the verb to show conjugations. And once again, every verb conjugation has its own pattern, which means that if we're translating in Arabic, we don't need to always include the pronoun itself as a separate word to show who's doing the action. We can just look at the verb and it will contain the information of who's doing it just by the way it's conjugated, unlike in English. Okay, so he, huwa, has conjugation yaj'alu. Again, we're looking at the verb ja'ala from last time. The present form would be yaj'alu. For she, or hiya, we add a ta at the beginning, taj'alu. And for hum, they, we become yaj'aluna. And this one actually adds some letters at the end. Anta is the male you, and we say taj'alu. This conjugation is actually identical to this one over here. So whether you're talking to a single male or you're talking about a third person single female, you have to discover by context because the conjugation is actually identical. Rule of thumb, it's almost always going to be this one because she is a lot less common than you. I'm not even including the feminine you single form because that rarely occurs in the Qur'an. The plural masculine antum has conjugation taj'aluna. And notice that it looks very similar to yaj'aluna, which is they. The difference is the ta for you and ya for they. Ana has aj'alu and nahnu has naj'alu. And that's the table of present tense verbs, at least for the common pronouns that appear. Once again, we've got 5 new verbs for you to practice and get familiar with. So today's words are a bit tricky, so make sure you're paying attention. Alima has present tense ya'lamu and means he knew. Amila has present tense ya'malu and means he did or he worked. These are almost the same in terms of how they look, but they have different meanings. Just remember, alima sounds like ilm, which means knowledge, and amila sounds like amal, which means action. Ra'a has present tense yara and means he saw. Kadhaba has present tense yukadhibu, in contrast with kadhaba, which has present tense yakdhibu. The difference is kadhaba has a shadda, kadhaba does not. Kadhaba means he rejected or called somebody a liar, whereas kadhaba without the shadda means he himself was lying. He lied. Hopefully you've been able to keep up with us so far. Remember, you've got to practice, practice, practice. Keep reciting the Qur'an and try to spot those verbs and see how you can conjugate them. As always, take care.